Robert in Boston. Hey, Robert, what's up?
Hi, Tom. You know why the Republicans have been doing this all along, showing so much disrespect to the president?
Because he's black.
Well, that too.
And he's a Democrat.
Very much so. Yeah, that very much so. But, and at the risk of sounding like I'm blaming the victim, he never really stood up to them, and the party hasn't stood up to them. For instance, during the State of the Union, where what's-his-name got up and yelled, liar, Obama should have called the sergeant at arms and had the guy removed.
Yeah.
That's what should have happened, and that would have put them in place. And also, when Mitch McConnell came out and said, I believe it was Mitch McConnell, came out and said, our job is to be a one-term president.
Yeah. Yeah, he said, his number one job.
Paragraph, maybe 5 sentences, could have put him and the whole party in their place. To the effect that, here we are and the economy has been trashed by the predecessor. We're in 2 or 3 wars. The place is a mess. That's what had been left. And you're telling me that the only thing you want to do is make me a one-term president?
Right.
That's pretty sad.
Yeah.
What about the American people?
Yeah. Robert, I understand. I don't disagree with you. I do think, though, that you're thinking as if you're thinking like a white person. You're thinking as if if I totally give it to you that if any other president, in other words, if a white president had somebody shout "you lie" at them from the floor of the House, and then if Harry Truman had that happen to him and he turned around and said remove that man, he probably could have pulled it off and it wouldn't have been a problem. But the hatred toward this man, I mean, questioning his loyalty, his patriotism, his religion, his birth, his legitimacy. The hatred toward this man is just astonishing.
The problem with what you're saying there is if you really examine it, it's a dangerous attitude. In that, what you're saying is that we could never vote in another black president.
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that the president, when he considers how he reacts to these largely Southern white guys, he has to consider the what's best for the nation, what's best for his presidency, and he has to, in the equation, he has to add into that equation a knowledge that you and I lack, which is the knowledge of what it's like growing up black in America.
Tom, I'm sorry, you have to confront a bully. And the problem with the Democratic Party is a bunch of candy asses. I am a Democrat. And, this is, and it's not just the president. It's and any number of people in the party who don't speak up. And now what's happening is something that's going on. I've read about in Common Dreams, where the corporatist Democrats are now starting to attack people like Elizabeth Warren and Sherrod Brown and Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, it's happening big time. It's happening. Yeah, and you're gonna see that too. Robert, thank you for the call.